for tuning in to GTO Good Old Boys. Buckle up and enjoy the show with your host, Paul Ponder.
Hey guys, we're down here at Waterfront. I'm Paul Ponder, the host of GTO Good Old Boys, and I got Mr. Matt Van Meter with me today. He's the fisherman that's been fishing like some gun here lately, and he's going to be the one that's we're going to get into what's biting. But what we're going to cover first is the tournaments we have in May, and they're beginning Saturday.
Busy month.
Captain D's tournament.
Yep, Captain D's.
That's casting and catching, right?
Yep, casting and catching. I think it filled up quickly.
It did. A guy talked to me this morning. He tried to get in a month and a half ago, and it was full. And that's a 200-boat field, guys. So I don't know if the weather's going to cooperate with them.
You know, I don't think it's going to matter. Guntersville's on fire. It's been on fire all year, and I think it's going to be a big weight tournament. And I think they pay out $15,000 in that one, don't they?
$15,000 is first place. That's exactly. And you can also qualify for the what is it called?
Oh, the Ultimate Angler.
Ultimate Angler. Yes, you can qualify for that if you've paid your $500, and the first one in that tournament. It don't have to be first place now.
No, that's highest finisher on it.
Highest finisher in the tournament that's paid their $500 entry fee. They get a chance to fish for $500,000.
Yep, that's a life-changing amount of money.
You got that shot right.
I mean, it's going to be some pressure on those guys.
That's right.
That's a stacked field.
Yes,
and really in that Captain D's, there's a lot of local sticks.
Let me tell you, there's some good sticks in it.
Yep.
So it's going to be fun to see what weights come out of it. You know, I'm looking 27, 28 pound. It may bust 30.
I think you're all over it. I do. I think the offshore bite is heating up, so I think you're all over it.
Talked to some guys this morning, and I'm not going to give away his secrets, but I had to come down to Waterfront to get him a bait that he couldn't find anywhere else, and we just happened to have it. And he's took it back, and he's a pretty good stick on the bait.
Yeah, I got a feeling I know which bait you're talking about, and it's going to be interesting to see how he does.
Yes, it does. Yes, it is. And he's the one that tried to get in a month and a half ago in this Captain D's tournament, and it was full.
Really?
A month and he's on a waiting list. But he told me this morning, he said, I'm not going to be called. He said, people love to fish this tournament coming up.
Yeah, you can take that waiting list, throw it in the garbage. Ain't nobody backing out that's already paid.
That's exactly right. Then after the Captain D's tournament, which is on a Saturday, we've got a Sunday tournament, Battle of the Brands. Explain that to them.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's the GSM family, correct?
Exactly.
Yep, so you've got the Rattle Trap, Buckeye, the whole 9 yards of the GSM brand.
Yamamoto Senkos. Dingers are doing good.
So you can do anything in that tournament. You got the guys that want to fish grass that still want to throw a Senko around, or the guys that want to go out deep, and they still got products to do that.
Exactly. They've got products all the way around.
Yep. They cover every depth level.
That's exactly right. And that's called the Battle of the Brands, coming up, sponsored by GSM, which has got several different brands. Can you name some of the brands?
Yeah, you got Bill Lewis, Yamamoto, Buckeye, Rattle Trap.
Big Bite.
Yeah, I mean, you've got a few right there that will cover just about anything you want to do. Now, what ramp is that coming out of?
That's going out of Goose Pond.
Okay, so it's coming out of Goose Pond. So everybody can go catch fish and then get food from Janet.
That's right. If I'm not bad wrong, I will double verify it's coming out of Goose Pond, but I nearly know it is.
I think you're right on that. I think that's what I heard.
And so Goose Pond is a big ramp. It can hold 150, 200, 250 boats.
That is one ramp on this lake that it can accommodate as many as you want to bring and still have the amenities to do it.
That's exactly right. And we're going to have the biscuits ready.
Yeah, it's going to keep you busy.
So that's exactly right. We'll have some tackle up there. Janet's working real hard on getting it filled up. Matter of fact, she's working on Yamamoto baits right now.
I was going to say she had a carload of Yamamoto this morning.
We had 6 boxes that square, and they was heavy as Hades.
And she let you come over here, and she's over here stocking tackle?
Why do you think I came over here?
I see what you did there.
Okay. You see. But now, people, y'all don't tell her because I done got in trouble this morning.
You stay in trouble.
Well, sometimes I do.
I do too.
But it's good trouble.
It's fine.
Yeah, she called you this morning. You was hopping trying to get your
I was trying to get my pants on. I mean, it's 4 o'clock this morning and my phone rings. I'm half asleep, got one eye closed, running into walls.
How long did it take to hit your first leg hole?
Oh, probably a good 2 minutes, it felt like.
I understand that.
I got yelled at once. Wife's yelling at me, making too much noise, waking her up. But
did you bust her nose?
She'll be all right.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll kick her butt.
That's what I'm talking about. See how the men really take charge down here at Waterfront?
You buy that because I got oceanfront property, I'll tell you.
That's exactly right, guys. And I'm sure people that's listening know the same thing.
Absolutely.
Been there and done that. Well, let's move on. We've got Captain D's and Battle of the Brands. We're going down to the Rescue Squad tournament, which is another big, good tournament that comes in on May the 10th.
Yep. Yeah, that's another good one. It's a packed month here.
It is.
Like the guys that enjoy fishing Guntersville, this is the month to be here. Because you got a tournament every weekend.
And this, I don't think there's a cap on Rescue Squad, are they?
Mm-mm.
And this is the 10th year.
Yep.
And so it is a fantastic tournament to get in. And there'll be some people.
There's not a tournament on that list that's not going to take some major weight to win.
Exactly.
I mean, Guntersville's not the lake that 15 pounds is going to win anything.
Right.
I mean, you've got to have a day.
And 15 pounds to me is good.
It's a fun day catching 15 pounds. I mean, you go to lakes like Neely Henry or any of these other lakes around us, 15 pounds is a great day. If you come to Guntersville, you better bring your A game. That's
exactly right. And they're in the position now that they're moving so much.
Yep. Yeah, they're moving.
You may catch them there today, but by golly, they may be on the ledges tomorrow.
For a guy like myself, I love fishing offshore. And Guntersville is perfect for that. I mean, you've got offshore grass, you've got offshore shell beds, you've got everything that you want to fish here. And you can find that school out there that you can keep it to yourself. And I know that's a weird statement to say on Guntersville.
I was fixing to say.
There is those sneaky little spots that you can get on and just have a day of your life.
And they'll stay there a while once they get on
once
the
they get out there, they're there.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Now, they may see a bunch of stuff coming down.
Oh, absolutely. There's not a fish in this lake that hasn't seen a jackhammer or a crankbait run by its head. So,
exactly. Exactly. So the Rescue Squad's coming up May the 10th. We will repeat all of these at the end of the podcast, but that is another good tournament, and it's for a good cause
exactly.
also. Just like the Captain D's tournament is for a fantastic cause, the Foodland tournament. We'll get to it here in a minute. Okay, let's go to the May the 14th, 15th, and 16th.
MLF Toyota Series. It's bringing a bunch of folks down here and a lot of out-of-towners, and they're going to catch them. It seems like when the out-of-town people show up, they show up here with an open mind and do things that we don't do, and they end up just wrecking them.
Exactly. Dustin Canales, one that just happened about a month ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, he exposed a lot of things up there. We've seen the sale of scrounger heads and people going towards Nickajack from here really increase.
So we've got 69,000 acres here.
I believe you're right on that number.
And it's 70 miles from Browns Creek to Nickajack?
To Nickajack, yep.
That you can fish, and fish this year has been caught from Browns Creek to Nickajack.
To end.
That's nearly from dam to dam.
From dam to dam. And, the smallmouth population seems to be slowly creeping this way.
Yes.
Which is awesome because I love fishing for smallmouth, and I'd rather catch one of them to 10 largemouth. And if they get down here, sign me up.
I'm telling you, it's going to be sign everybody up.
Sign everybody up.
So the Toyota's going to be one that you got weigh-ins that you can come see, correct?
Yeah, that would be a good one. It's a real family-friendly atmosphere.
Yes, it is, and there's a lot of good anglers in that one also.
Correct.
Which there's going to be some professionals.
You're going to have some guys that'll slide down here from Chick. That's up there for the BPT, come down here, fish the Toyota, and you can't blame them. I mean, you got a lot of local sticks in there like Jacob Wall that'll show up down here.
Exactly. So, Jacob may be in there. So y'all could be, once you come down here to the weigh-in, you could have your little conversation with these guys.
It'll be a meet and greet, yep.
Exactly. Yep. It's a lot of fun. And there again, we'll have the food out on the table, so if you get hungry, it's going to be your fault.
That's it.
It's not going to be ours.
That's it.
So now on the 17th, after the 14th, 15th, and 16th of May, you can fish the Toyota Series, and then you can fish the BFL.
Yep. So after the guys get done beating up on them on the Toyota Series, us BFL guys, we're going to go out here and try to catch one that's left
Matt,
over.
you're going to be fishing it.
Yeah, I'm going to be donating on that one.
I don't know about donating. Your year's changing.
You got more faith in me than I've got.
Well, I've got it, buddy.
I will say this. I think that it'll be an impressive event, even though they've been beat up on. Because this place just continuously pumps out big bags.
It's producing.
And if we get rain and we get a little current running through this place, it's going to be phenomenal.
Right. That puts the fish where you know they are.
Correct.
So explain to them a little bit about current.
Yeah, so when they start generating current, of course, the Tennessee River is the only one that runs south to north.
Right.
It starts and goes all the way up to Kentucky Lake.
Right.
It makes those fish position on the edge of those grass or the shell beds or whatever they may be, sitting on out there. It makes them easier to find, and it also makes them hungry. They get aggressive when that current's running. When the current stops, they just kind of spread out.
Right.
But when it's running, they gather up real tight and they'll set on some sort of current break, and you can just beat on them.
Right, exactly. And that's when it's fun.
Yep.
And that's where you get them 25 to 30 pound bags.
In 5 to 10 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, you can pull up on one of these in Guntersville, and you may catch 30 pounds in 10 minutes.
And then that's your tournament.
That's your tournament.
You got an 8-hour tournament that you've placed in 10 minutes.
Yep. And then you just order pizza from here at Waterfront. We'll bring it to the dock over there.
Or Goose Pond.
Or Goose Pond.
Yep.
And we'll bring it to you, and you can sit there and eat for the rest of the day.
That's right, exactly. Well, we ain't got no beer, but we got the pizza.
That's it. We got the pizza.
That's it. Well, that right there covers just about what we've got, and that's just really a half a month from
That's
May.
half a month.
So if you'll recap them for them,
Yep, we've got
that will be great.
Yep, we've got the food land starting 5.
We ain't even talked about food land.
Oh, we didn't talk about the food land.
All
did we?
right, guys, here we go. We got one of the best tournaments on the lake,
And this one's been around
it
for a
means a lot
Yep.
to Guntersville Lake. Let's talk a little bit about the restocking that's going to happen.
I'm going to let you explain that because I think there's some things that a lot of people don't know about you guys that I think needs to come to light that you and Jana have helped with over the years.
Now, at the Foodland tournament, they do the restock program where they put fingerlings back in the lake. So what we're going to do this year is we're going to go out on a limb and we're going to donate $5,000 of our money to the restocking program for Guntersville Lake, which has been done and we have done in the past 4 or 5 years.
A lot of people don't know that.
Well,
and we as fishermen are very appreciative of that the local tackle store helps restock a lake that we all love so much.
Well, it's our bread and butter.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all it is, and that's just us giving back. And, I'd love to be able to have a tournament that we could, like Captain D's, have a $15,000 first place tournament
Yeah.
with GTO backing it. That may be coming, but right now we got too much going on.
You've got a lot of irons in the fire. Let's not add
Exactly.
no
That's
more to it.
exactly right. So, but the Foodland, Chris Lane gets it up, and he is excellent in what he's doing. He helps so many kids in the Foodland tournament. There'll be rod and reels giveaway to the kids. They'll be able to fish. The Foodland tournament is, I don't know if it's full or not, but y'all might want to check because it's a major tournament that's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is. And I see all the shirts that come in here from the guys and all the sponsors that Foodland brings with them to help that event. And it's such a huge deal.
It is. And there will be some sticks in it also.
Oh, absolutely.
And, that's on May the 17th, guys. So if you're looking for a tournament, here's one that you can get, and it's amateurs only.
Yep.
You ain't got to worry about the big sticks. You got to worry about the big stick amateurs.
Well, that's some of these amateurs around here. They can take your money.
You got that,
So,
and they'll grin doing it.
absolutely.
And I think it's a first place $5,000. You can get your registration and everything online.
Yep.
And I'm not sure of the website.
I'm not either, but I bet you if you search Foodland Bass, it comes up because it's that big. Matter of fact, let's just say right now.
All right. We'll just look to save y'all some time, Foodland Bass, and we'll see if it comes up to find out some more things of it. My wife pulled it up this morning.
It is. It's actually foodlandbass.com.
Okay, foodlandbass.com.
Yeah, it's not coming up, but I don't have much service back here.
It's $100 per boat.
$100 per boat. It's on anybody. $100 per boat.
You can't beat that.
That's $50 a piece if you've got a buddy
Yeah.
to fish for $5,000.
Yeah. Heck, you can't. Well, you can't find a better tournament.
Oh, I got something else to tell you about the restocking. I nearly forgot. I'm sorry. What's going to happen is the folks that's restocking the fish this year are going to match what we put in.
Really?
Yes. So if we do $20,000, then they're going to put in $20,000. So that's going to be 40,000 fish released on this lake.
That's it.
And I think that's why the lake's so strong right now.
Absolutely. And I said this yesterday. I was talking to Mo, and I said, Mo, as many fish as we have caught on this lake, you hardly ever catch one that's got a hole in its mouth.
Right.
That tells you all you need to know about Lake Guntersville because this place gets more pressure than any lake I've ever seen in the country.
Exactly, it does. And it's got grass. I mean, that's one thing. People fuss about that eelgrass. But
It's
it lets
saving
them,
this place.
It lets them little fingerlings grow up to where they're not eat every day.
Yep. And I seen the thing on Kentucky Lake when it got to really struggling. They had a tournament, and each boat got a bag of fingerling.
Right.
They released them on their first stop. Is that what they're doing here?
Yep.
Oh, that's the only way to do it.
Yep. That's what they're doing here.
Because then you spread it out over the whole lake.
Right, exactly. And then they're going to match it on top of that. And those would be probably distributed by guides and things like that, at different places.
Yeah, that's a good thing. I can't say anything bad about Food Lane. They do a lot for the local community.
Exactly. They do a lot for the community.
Yep.
And Chris Lane does a lot for the community.
Absolutely.
And we want to, if you see Chris, if you can get a word in edgeways with him, just tell him thanks, because he likes to talk.
Right.
But he's a good good family man, and he's got a lot of priorities that's in the right place.
Yeah.
And he pushes real good for that ultimate angler.
That whole Lane family is just good people.
They are, believe it or not. But don't tell anybody we said it.
Yeah.
Let it come from somebody else, because he'll get big head when he comes in here.
Yeah, don't get Smiley a big head.
There you go. Smiley will be awful.
I know.
Can't hardly get Smiley to say nothing.
He's
but
too quiet.
You can get him to grin.
Yeah, that's about it. And
That's
you get a
it.
grin every now and then.
And Smiley is Cal Lane. That's going to be Chris's son. And there's another little Lane boy coming up that's...
Yeah, he's going to take the rest of our lunch money.
That's exactly right. So that's going to be a fisher in the making, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And but that's just about all the tournaments. Now you regroup the tournaments.
Yep. So we're starting with the Food Land on the 10th, correct?
17th.
17th. And then we've got the Captain D's.
Which is Saturday.
This Saturday. Toyota Series is 14th, 15th, and 16th. The BFL is on the 17th. And then we've got the Rescue Squad on the 10th.
Right. So we've got Captain D's coming up. That's going to be on the 3rd.
Yep.
Then we got the Rescue Squad on the 10th. Then we got the Toyota Series on the 14th, 15th, and 16th. And then the BFL and Foodland is on the same day, which is the 17th.
Yep, but the lake is going to be busy that day.
Yes, it is. That week it's going to be...
It's going to be packed.
So if y'all want some locations to fish, then that's here on this lake. All y'all got to do is come 14th, 15th, 16th. Don't even bring a rod and reel. Just bring your...
I like following Jake Parr around.
Yeah. Now, Jake Parr's a good one to follow around.
Yeah, Jake, hey, no bar. I mean, you follow those guys around, you're going to catch them.
You can't get a word out of them, edge.
No, they're too quiet, or they lie to you. I mean, that's typical fishermen.
Yeah,
we're not
exactly.
catching them, and then they got 30 pounds.
Right, exactly. We're not on them, and then they bring in 32 pounds.
Yeah.
And all they do is grin.
That's it.
It just irritates the
Do
dog.
we need to put a picture up of Hayden's boat? That way everybody knows which one to follow around.
Hayden's or Jake's, either one.
Well, see, I just happen to know what Jake's new boat looks like.
Well,
Yeah.
explain to him what it
So
looks
Jake's
like.
got a new Phoenix. It depends. He's standing here behind the camera right now. How much is it worth to you, buddy, for us not to post your boat?
Just what do you
Looks
want?
like I'm getting another rod today.
That sounds like a winner to me. We wouldn't do that to nobody, but
We would Jake Parr.
if he'd walk out, we'd just tell y'all everything. So Jake's also got Tigerodz, and he's doing real good with it. And he's got just come on over here and tell us a little bit about what you
Have
got.
a seat, buddy. See what happens when you walk into Gunnersville Tackling Outdoors. You might just get brought into a podcast.
That's right.
I guess I get brought into everything around here.
Well, we want you to, because you're a good fella and you can handle it.
Yeah. No, we're just still trying to expand the brand, Tigerodz. We're putting the right people around. We got your help. You do a tremendous job helping us out and everything. Matt here, he does an awesome job.
I really thought he was going to leave me out there. Did you see that? He thought about it.
He hung you out.
Yeah, he did just a little bit.
No, Matt does a good job. All of y'all do a good job, but we're just still trying to expand the brand, trying to get it out there, trying to just make it known outside of Gunnersville itself. So,
Jake, tell them what you've put together, because the jig bite's going to come on here in about a month.
Yeah.
Y'all got trailers to match your jig colors.
Yep.
Explain to them about that.
So we have 5 different custom colors that no one has in the industry, and 3 different style baits, and then we have our jigs that actually match those colored plastics, jig trailers. You can also use them Texas rig, Carolina rig, stuff like that. But we have 33 different SKUs of jigs, and then 17, 18 different SKUs of plastics. Different colors. You got your common colors, and then you got those colors that we've designed to match those jigs. So
And you got them
They're
right
pretty-
here at Waterfront. We got them at
Waterfront.
Goose Pond. Got them
Yes,
at
sir.
GTO.
yes, sir. So
What would be wrong with putting one of them trailers on the chatterbait?
you put the mud bug on the chatterbait. I mean, that has good flapping tails on it. Keeps the chatterbait straight. So
If you turn that thing vertical, it makes a great chatterbait trailer. Instead of having that crawl sticking flat, if you turn it vertical,
Okay.
it works really well.
Guys, that's a little tip right there.
yeah, when you turn it vertical, it keeps it straight, and then when you got it sideways, it's got that more of like a
Hunting mode.
hunting mode. Yeah, so they're pretty good. They're pretty good. Colors are. We worked on the colors to make them pretty good. So
Tell us about your Phoenix boat. Here we go.
yeah, so
a picture of that up,
I got
Michael.
I got my new one last year, and then I sold it, and Matt got me in contact with the Phoenix guys, kind of helping me out with that. So I got a new 721 ZXL. It's black, so
It's black.
Okay,
You
guys,
gotta be able
it's
to tell.
black.
that's it.
That's all you're
got
getting.
Phoenix on
It's
the
got
side.
Phoenix on the side of it. Yeah,
He's got it
those-
real detailed.
Yeah.
We did the demo days, man. That 721, that's the best boat on the market. That or
Really?
a 9 boat. It's hard to tell. I mean, some days I wish I had the 9 boat, but then I get back in the 7 boat and I'm like, oh, I'm glad I got this boat. So
Easier to maneuver, is
yeah.
it not?
The easiest way to do this is you're not going to see many 7 foot tall guys wandering around Lake
No.
Guntersville. So if you see a guy that looks just massive in a boat standing up,
Makes his boat look like it's 14.
it looks like a
foot.
canoe.
Exactly. And there's
You
Jake
got, you
Parr.
got 50-50. If he's got a gray beard, that's Corey Parr.
Yep, exactly. If he's got
not
a
a
brown
Jake.
beard, it's Jake. And if Corey's in the back, it'll be y'all.
Yeah.
If Corey's in the back, it's going to be looking like it's
Yeah.
doing a wheelie. So
So he's got a few pounds on him.
yeah, he's just a big old boy. So
Yeah, he's dipped into Parr's Cookie Jar. Yes, that's
that's right.
another website, Parr's Cookie Jar.
Exactly.
Way too many times.
There you go. All right, let's do a little fishing report. You've been out there.
yeah, fish are. I mean, you can catch them any way you want. You can go up in 2 foot of water. You can go up 30 foot of water. Throw anything, chatterbait, Cinco, jig, swim jigs, really good. The brim are getting on beds. We've been catching them a little bit on our grass jig, which our grass jig is a swim jig. We just named it grass jig. But then bluegill, they're starting to roam around on these shell beds, and you can catch some really big fish right now. They're just, if you find like a light spot up shallow, that's a shell. I mean, that's a shell bed, and brim will get on there, and they will spawn, and then bass will be around, and you'll see them every now and then. Like in the morning, they'll swirl the top of the water. So that's probably your best time to catch them right now up shallow.
Wow.
On brim beds, because they'll be chasing them bluegill while they're up there, and then you can catch them. You can catch them on that 10 to 12 foot grass line right now. I mean, you can catch them anyway.
What about your swim worm? Your ultravibe speed, or not speed crawl, but your ultravibe worm.
Oh, we don't have a worm.
Oh, you're talking about the Zoom speed worm?
Yeah.
I got you. Yeah. I mean, right now that's a great way to catch a bunch of them. But when they get around those beds, they can also make for a fun top water bite.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, because they get
What
pretty
about your
aggressive.
shad spawn? It's going on.
Yeah, it should be tapering out here pretty quick.
Yeah.
I haven't been out in a day or two.
It's on the back end of it. I'm sure some areas of the lake it's still going on, but not a lot. But that was
I
about
talked to
2
Josh
weeks ago.
Butler this morning, and he said something about the shad spawn coming. And he's still fishing it. He said,
Is he?
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
probably
he
still
said he
hanging
has to
on
get
in
up
places.
too early to fish. He said that's a bad thing about the shad spawn.
You know, I went out the other day to work on my trolling motor, and I've got it spot locked, and I've got Mo with me. And Mo don't say much either. You'll get a
No.
grunt. It's kind of like living
Right.
in a haunted house. You just hear a
Exactly.
door open.
Turn sideways,
Yeah.
you don't even know he's there.
You don't even know he's there. Anyway, so I got my trolling motor spot locked, and I hear a little grunt, and I hear this just splashing going on. I'm like, he doesn't fell in back there. But I was like, that splash is too big. He didn't fall in. So I look back, and it's he's done got him a good one on the second cast, and we were sitting out on the river channel, and it was a 690.
Wow.
Yeah. So
That's eating 7 pound up. the
it's
heart
eating
rate,
7
ain't it?
pounds. So I FaceTimed Jake just to make sure somebody knew what had happened.
Oh, okay. You didn't want him to worry about it.
Because the
Did
bad thing is he just drove right by me.
you? Okay. Oh, okay. He
So-
probably marked you. You
Oh
just
yeah,
didn't
he
know
did.
it.
He's a whole pirate.
The hole he was on, we actually showed him that hole.
No, he didn't. Don't let him lie to you.
Here we go.
We're gonna get an
guys.
argument
Only
right
at
now.
GTO. Going on.
No, but we're gonna call it Jake's hole from now on, just so he feels better about himself.
That
But
sounds like a winner.
that just proves that you can catch them doing anything you want right now, whether it be shallow up throwing a Cinco or a swim jig or deep crankbait.
Really?
Or anything you want to do right now in Guntersville's working. Anything.
Well, that's great. Now let's talk about fishing the tire. You've got the Tigerodz. Also, there's a new reel we're bringing in. It's Baits reels.
Yep.
We've got a podcast with
Buddy.
one coming. He'll be here next Thursday, so that's going to be another thing that he's going to tell you the ins and outs of the bait reels.
Yeah.
Jake has got a hold of some baits reels, and you're actually using some of them.
Yep.
Give us a prelude on what we're going to hear coming from him.
Yeah, so these reels are made in Texas. These guys are awesome guys. The reels are all custom made in the U.S. They're all aluminum, or they're all metal. There's no plastic except for the handle pieces that self.
And they're one-piece frame.
Yeah, one-piece frame. They extremely durable. They got a 3-year warranty on it, where if you got a problem, they'll send you the shipping label, and all you have to do is just put it in a box and ship it to them. And if they can't fix it, they'll send you a brand new one. So I mean, they're awesome guys.
And that's for 3 years.
3 years. 3 years. Yeah. So, but I'll be very surprised if you break one of those reels. I mean, they got y'all are carrying the Hondo and the Goat. Mm-hmm. The Hondo is a small profile reel. I mean, it's the size of your palm, if not a little smaller than that.
Well, my palm.
Yeah.
It's
not his
Your
palm.
hand might swallow that.
Yeah, but they got that, the Hondo. That's a really good jig, swim jig, worm, anything like that. And then they have the Goat 150. It holds 200 yards of line on it. That's really good for your crankbaits, your moving baits, stuff like that, like a scrounger. I actually throw it on my scrounger rod right now, and it takes in 33 inches of line, so you can catch up to those fish. But they're just really durable reels. Really.
And the bearings inside are ceramic,
Yep.
are they not?
Yep.
Which ceramic bearings, from what my understanding, makes your cast longer.
Yep. Yeah, that's another thing. I mean, a lot of people are talking about these Daiwas and Shimanos, how they can cast them really far. But these baits reels, I would put them up against them any time of the day, any wind conditions, any kind of conditions. I mean,
Well,
you can cast
Shimano,
them
Daiwa,
far.
now it's baits coming in. You've got Lew's.
Yeah.
We carry all of those. And so
You cover all the bases.
we got that covered. Now, price point. What's the price point on the baits reels?
Yeah, so they're a little pricey, but what you're paying for is what you're getting. The Goat's $299.99, and then the Hondo is $379.99. So
Okay.
they're a little pricey, but I mean, 3-year warranty, no questions asked, replace it. I mean, you're paying for what you get. So
Is that all right? Do you have to keep it clean ever so often?
yeah, no, I haven't. I've been using them for about 2 months now. I mean, I wouldn't imagine.
How many more yards do you get on a cast?
Oh man, I was throwing my scrounger last night. That Goat's 200 yard spool. I mean, I was I would say almost 170, 160 yards. I was throwing my
Yards or
scrounger.
feet?
Yards, because I was spooling the whole entire.
Good God.
He is 7 foot tall.
Oh wait, no, sorry, feet. I'm sorry, yeah, feet. Sorry,
I was fixing to say, we're going 2 football fields with
no,
that
I'm
bait.
sorry.
And he played baseball.
Yeah,
So
that's where it comes from.
he swings that rod like he's fixing to hit a dinger. You know, I mean,
Exactly.
it's leaving that reel one way or the other.
Yeah.
Did you catch that one thing he said?
What did he say?
He said he was throwing a scrounger.
I wasn't going to call him out on it, but if you are,
I was
calling
throwing a
him out on
quarter-ounce
it.
scrounger and 8 foot of grass, so
And y'all was tapping them, right?
yeah, we were crushing them. So.
exactly.
There you go.
You know, he might actually be telling the truth for once in his life.
That's it. Well, when you put him on the spot, he has to.
Yeah, well, just because it was you, if I'd asked him, he'd have said, "Oh, I didn't catch him."
Yeah, I'm in a jig, ball
Yeah,
head jig.
he said I was crappie fishing.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that sounds good. Well, Jake, do you have anything else to put to it?
Well, I think that's it.
I do. I want to add something that he left out because I know it is scoping season, and hands down, I don't say this because he's sitting here. His hook that he has, his scoping head, is bar none the best I've ever used.
Wow.
Bar none.
Well, that right there. Explain to him what you got there.
That our scoping head. It's a lot of people are using the lead or the tungsten, but they're like a lead color, or the tungsten, and it's a shiny silver chrome color. What we have is a matte. It's a matte gray, matte black, in between matte gray and matte black head, which will blend into the bait of any color where the fish won't see it, and they won't. More than likely, they won't. Which you still have your fish that will swerve off of it, but more than likely they won't see that shiny head, and you'll have a better chance of catching.
And
that
you
fish.
also have a bait.
Yeah, the nicotine minnow.
Yes.
Yeah, the nicotine minnow. It's been a hot seller. I mean, you can catch some big fish on it. You can throw it A-rig. You can throw it on a minnow. You can throw it on chatterbait. You can throw it on just about anything trailer wise or a minnow.
Scrounger.
Even a scrounger. Yeah.
That bait has no hardener port in it from Ignite, and it is a really good chatterbait trailer, and it's also a really good scrounger bait trailer. But you need to glue it. If not, you're going to be buying a bunch of them, which is fine. If you don't want to glue it, you come on and we got all kinds.
Don't glue it.
Don't glue it.
Come buy them.
The purpose of that no hardener is when you on chatterbait, I mean, that tail will wiggle 20-30% more than if a bait had hardener in it. And that was the reason why we put the no hardener in it, because of more action when you're like on a chatterbait or like on a minnow. When you're on a minnow and you're ripping it away from a fish, that just looks just like a fish. So
now it's important how you hook that thing on your bait, right?
Oh, there's multiple different ways to do it. There's some sneaky ways to do it we won't get into, but
there it is. What I tell you.
But you can, there's multiple ways you can do it on the top or through
you got to keep it straight.
Traditional way. Yeah, you want to try to keep it as straight as possible because you don't want your bait on sideways either way when it's coming through the water. You want to try to get it as straight as possible.
We go fishing. Yeah. He yells at me more than my wife does.
Really?
Yeah, it's not straight.
Right
Give me that. Let me redo it. It's like, yes, sorry.
And that's why he's such a great angler.
It is. He's fun to be around.
It's them little bitty things that go a long way.
I called him the other day and I picked him up. I'm going to tell a funny story on it. And I call him. Of course, you know where he lives at. He's pretty close to the lake.
Exactly.
And I hear this just racket coming down the road. And I'm like, man, something wrong with his golf cart. And Mo's like, what's going on? I was like, I don't know. Well, he rides a skateboard all the way from his house down
from his house to GTO,
from down here to the dock at what is that, Beauchart?
Yeah. Oh, Beauchart. Yeah. Okay.
And I mean, it just sounded like something was crashing. I was like, there's something bad wrong with this golf cart. And he's riding a skateboard, eating a bag of Lay's potato chips.
He woke me. I fished a tournament, and he woke me up from a nap, but. I wouldn't come out to help anybody on their scope other than Matt.
See, he's all right. He's a good dude.
That's right. You've got to give him all the credit. And most of these guys over here, they're some of the good old boys, and they're just great people.
Yep.
We think the world of you, Jay.
Well, I appreciate it. I think the world of y'all.
Yeah,
sometimes Matt.
But. I know Matt does. He may not admit it, but he does.
Yeah.
Oh, me. Well, you got anything else?
No, I think we've about covered it. And I think if they got any questions, they know where to find us. Come see us.
That's
we'll do
exactly
what we can.
Right. If we've left something else, guys, y'all come see us. Y'all give us a call. We'll try to answer any question you got. I can't, but I know two people I can put you in touch with. So they'll be glad to talk to you, tell you. We want everybody that comes here to catch fish, and it's not hard to do right now, right?
No, it's not hard at all.
Y'all come to Guntersville. Don't forget GTO, Browns Creek, Waterfront, and Goose Pond. 3 locations. Breakfast, lunch for 2 of the locations. Y'all come on down and let's have some fun. Be one of the good old boys and let's get going. Thanks a lot, guys.